Quick sound check. Do we have anything? Alright, so good evening, guys, and welcome back for another round of a classic stream. And tonight we are doing a racing game from the Dreamcast, which I could go back to the start menu. So just try to yeah, so we're playing Test Drive Le Mans, which is we're going for the Dreamcast version. Although this game was also made available for the PlayStation 1, which is a not so good port. PlayStation 2 with with some graphical improvements, as well as the PC, which is the one I had before. Now, side story, I remember having this game on the PC, which I just mentioned now, but I don't know how I lost the disc. So ever since I lost the disc, I kind of had a hard time looking for another copy of this game. Actually, I didn't even know what it was named. I just bought it from our nearby mall back in the day. But tonight we are revisiting this game. One of my favorites as well back in the PC PlayStation 2 era. That's like 2002. Yeah, so but this one in particular, the one we're using tonight, is for the Dreamcast, which or rather was considered one of the best racing games on the Dreamcast, because Dreamcast didn't really have that many racing games aside from actually I don't even know what were the other good racing games in the Dreamcast aside from this one. Maybe Crazy Taxi could be included. Right, so without further ado, we are going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going for championship or Lance, because when I first played this game, I kind of went straight to the championship. But of course, being a Le Mans game, one of the official Le Mans games back in the day, you also have the Le Mans mode, which is probably I'm going to be checking out. Right, so I also remember that this game, one of the early racing games that had a an autosave feature. Or no, not an autosave feature, but rather you could save in the middle of the race when you make a pit stop, and that is one of the things that I really enjoyed from this game. I could do like a full-length 24-hour Le Mans race, and then just save in between pit stops. Hang on, let me just open the light. There we go. Right, so we are going to start a new game, or in this case, a new race. And we have, well, a limited number of cars at the moment, but wasn't really exactly sure how to unlock the rest. Maybe depending on where we finish, but not a bad choice though. Some cars were from the 99 or 98 season, like this one, the Esperante GTR. And there's one McLaren here. I think it was 1998, but this one, the Audi R8C, I believe is a 1999 car. So we have a mix of 99 and 98 Le Mans cars, and that applies as well to the unlockable cars later on. But I think I would like to go for the Panos, however you pronounce it correctly. And you also have three different difficulty levels, mostly just on driving aids and AI difficulty. I want to go straight to expert, see how we fare after after so many years of not playing this game, or rather, in my case, losing the disc. So we can actually start with a practice session to begin with, or go straight to qualifying, or even go straight to the race. But before that, let's explore the workshop. What we can do to the car? Nothing much. We can change its tires and adjust its downforce. Well, knowing Le Mans, we want to go for the lowest downforce, definitely. And of course, manual. Let's do it ourselves. So probably let's see what the softs can do. Oh, and you can also set the race duration here. So many options. You have a 10-minute race, 30-minute race. So this isn't exactly nicely scaled. Some racing games scale to like 12 and 24 minutes. 1 hour, 6 hours, and then of course the full 24 hours. And you also have variable weather at the moment. I'll probably go for 30, 30 minutes because I would just like to have a quick stream because I have to bounce early tomorrow out of town for the Vios Cup Autocross Challenge. So let's go straight to the race then. Yeah, I miss this game so much. And again, we are simulcasting on Legion of Racers Racecast and my fan page, Luis Moreno Sim Racing, on Facebook, and on our YouTube channel, which is Legion of Racers. And I like how this game, I just saw the Toyota GT1. I like how this game actually features many of the cars. I think I saw both the 99 and the 2000, no, 98 and 99 TS020. And here we are in the Panos, all the way in P24. Let's see what we can do. And you gotta love how the Dreamcast has triggers, like the Xbox controller. Okay, how do I shift down? Okay, it's the back B button. Got it. Simple enough. So it seems that this is one of the earlier racing games that featured the more common controls that we have in racing games right now. If you're going to use a gamepad, you have the left and right triggers for your acceleration and braking, and then for upshifts and downshifts you have the A and the B button. Actually, I think the Xbox controller was patterned from the Dreamcast because it was seen as its successor. Wow, this Panos is fast, 202, 203 miles an hour, not kilos, it's miles, so put that into kilometers per hour, that's around 320. And wow, what a handling this game has. If only I could fix the jaggies, but I think we could do that on other stream. I missed this game so much. Just doesn't have the camera though, like camera controls, you can look around left and right, but the gameplay is pretty much how I remembered it on PC. You can modulate your throttle and brake inputs. I'll check on your comments later, around after this race. It's just a 30-minute race anyway. Brings back good memories, I would say. And I used to play this game on a keyboard on the PC because of course I didn't have any gamepad back then. That was like 2002. There we have the, that was the Nissan R390 GT1 car. Then you have 2000 LMP1 cars, like this one. It's a Panos but open top. Oh, hello there. Without a doubt, I can understand why this game is one of the greatest in the Dreamcast, one of the best for the Dreamcast. Actually, it didn't really have that competition at all if it's only in the Dreamcast, but in 1999 it was already a strong it already had kind of a strong competition for on other platforms, including PlayStation. You have Gran Turismo 2, of course. So the Y button is to change view. I wonder if the Dreamcast had steering wheels back then. I'm sure it did have. I distracted myself, I'm not sure if I distracted myself or I was just following the car ahead. And hello there, who was that? Oh, it's my teammate. No, it's the other Panos with the open top prototype. I'll probably stick to this view from now on. Ooh, a little bit of a jump there. And you gotta love how the AI actually makes mistakes in this game. Sure, they're not aware, sometimes may not be aware of where you are, but it's nice. It's a nice touch that they make mistakes during the race. The curves are kind of sharp. Oh, it's raining. Okay. Okay. This race just got interesting. Question is, when do we pit? Okay, the answer is pit now. Because I can see like a little bit of a water spray from the bottom. Because we're on soft tires, but it's raining right now. I don't know, the car doesn't feel really that slippery yet. So let's follow the leaders up ahead. They pit, we pit. Ah, the water on the track. Kind of a weird that we're still on soft tires though. We should be struggling by now, but no. We still have grip pretty much. We don't get any weather forecasts or anything. Just have to rely on what is happening on the screen right now. Rain's not that strong. Although, yes, I can see cars pitting. We have to follow them. Although, for some reason, we still have grip. So maybe we should use intermediate tires. Yep, it recommended us intermediate tires. And here you can see how we can save the race. If you want to do a full 24-hour stint, a full 24-hour race rather, you could also even play with your friends in a single living room. Some cars stayed out, okay. That could be a concern. This version didn't have the pit crew that the PlayStation 2 and PC had. It's just an invisible pit crew. And yes, the rain stopped. So we're probably pitting sometime, I don't know. 10. A little slipstream there, thank you very much. Now the track is dry so fast. Back when racing games didn't really have the technology on applying dynamic weather conditions. If it rains and the track becomes wet in a short amount of time. But it didn't really have any drying lines or anything. Bear in mind though, this is the year 1999. So it's pretty much basics back in the day. Now you have racing games that do have drying lines. When it rains and then it stops and then the track dries. I don't know if we are catching up to P1 because he's still ahead, but we're fully fueled, so that might... And we're catching up to P7 quickly. No, P6 rather. 7 seconds ahead. Luis Martinez from our Racecast. Go Luis, thank you very much for stopping by the stream. One of my clanmates from the shooter game days, paying us a visit. And those two cars just tried to fight each other for a position only to go wide on the gravel at Indianapolis corner. 3 seconds to P5, catching up really quick. I don't know what's up with the car in P1 and P2 actually. There's a car behind it as well. But I think we're catching up slowly. On intermediate tires of all tires, that is. Track geometry wasn't really that accurate back then, but well, technology as well back in the day didn't really leave me much space there. That was an open top Audi R8, or was it? And they're pitting again. Okay. Probably want to stretch my fuel this time. Good driving dynamics this game. And there's the leader. There's the 1998 Toyota GT1. And we're catching up to the 99 car. Gotta stay off. I mean, not really stay off the curbs, but try not to use them. Try not to jump over them. Because when your car literally goes off the ground, you have absolutely no grip. And as you saw in the setup screen earlier, it can't really do much to the suspension. So this one's pretty much a plug and play racing game in the Dreamcast. Very basic settings. And this is an expert mode already. Doesn't show how much time we have remaining in the race. Maybe in the last few minutes, I think. I don't know how we still have grip on the intermediate tires. But then again, I don't know how those two Toyotas stayed out on slicks on heavy rain. Getting a little bit of slipstream from the 1999 Toyota. I'll take... Oh no! We just spin because our tires are gone. Or did we overcook the corner? Or did we spin because we are still using intermediate tires? That caught me by surprise. Normally, we had so much grip coming into the Mulsanne corner, but we didn't do we didn't lose that much gap either. So it's still looking good. Just have to like baby the car a little bit. Tires are still green, so they're still okay. But I think we are definitely feeling the loss of grip at the moment because we seem to be struggling catching up a little to the Toyotas in front because they are on sticks surely. Nice and easy through that corner. Crazy how we still have grip on slicks and the Toyota up ahead just overcooked that Rouge. I'll take that, thank you very much. I hope I don't screw up the chicanes and the Mulsanne corner up ahead. I do not know when we are going to pit because we are less than halfway on fuel right now. I'll probably pit this lap just to be safe. If I were still a kid, I would play this all day. Really love this one. This is one of the games that made me appreciate Le Mans so much. Yep, tires are gone. Definitely have to pit. Although I would expect the Toyota to pit like oh, the time is the clock. I get it. So it doesn't show the total time, but it shows the time of the day. So it's now 6:13, 14. It's morning. Oh, what was that? Okay, it's raining again. So we could stay on the intermediate tires at the moment. Yeah, we're pitting this lap. Look at that fuel. Yup, fuel low. Got the warning. It's nice how the game tells you you only have like one lap of fuel remaining. Toyotas are staying out. We can see them. And it stopped raining again. What the fudge, Redder? We're probably going to go for soft tires this time around. Yeah, no more raindrops. Let's eat lamon, says Richard Arau from our Racecast channel. Well, that was a quick pit stop. Normally, Le Mans pit stops would take like 30 seconds. It applies the same on the PlayStation 2 and PC versions of this game. We are in P4, just behind the 3 Toyotas up ahead who have not yet pitted. I expect them to pit maybe this lap. 7:51 in the morning. And I forgot to mention, I am in the Discord channel, in the voice chat, so if you would like to hang out with me, feel free to come by. It's on the video description or caption below. Feel free to ask me anything. We can talk about anything under the sun as long as it's PG-13, of course. So I think the race ends at 3 o'clock, which is 1500, I think. Okay, it stopped raining and then now it's raining. So, we're going to follow the Toyotas at this rate. We couldn't stay out last time because the tires were already worn. .4 seconds behind P3. It's raining, but the track isn't that wet, so I think we could stay out. Got a little bump there, but it's alright. The clouds are moving like there's a typhoon or something. And the Toyotas are in the pits. And the rain stopped, so definitely staying out. Being cheeky with the track limits there. And that's why you do not want to frequently press the look back button. Instead, you want to use like a rear view mirror, a virtual mirror. Just have to figure out how to get rid of the jackies I'm seeing on my screen. I'm not sure if you guys are also seeing it on your screen. It's almost lunchtime, 11 in the morning. We're catching up to a bunch of GT2 cars up ahead. The GT1 cars and the LMP 900 cars were pretty much like equal performance back in the day. Like you can see the spread of cars. I'm catching up to a GT2 class, but you can see at the top of the map, you can't distinguish which is GT1 and GT2 because the teams have different performance in their cars. Because in 2000, that's when the Audis, the R8s started to dominate on their open cockpit LMP prototypes. And it's raining again. What's with the weather? Is there a freak storm? Okay, if we pit now, it would most likely be 3 o'clock on the next lap. I don't know. "32 seconds to P2. I think that's a safe gap if ever we want to make a pit stop. Almost beating the lap record there. It's hard to tell because of the rain. Wow, look at the speed we're getting at the Mulsanne Straight. Wish they had the classic Le Mans layout though, the one without the chicanes. Because I believe this game also had some of the Group C Le Mans cars as unlockables. And yet again, the rain stopped. Yeah, I think this might be the last lap. Coming through, GT2. Soft tires are almost kaput. You can see it glowing dark instead of red. Some racing games indicate tire wear by color, but this one indicates by the temperature is indicated by the color, but the wear is indicated by how bright it is, or rather how dark it is. The darker the tires are on the screen, you have more wear. Nowadays, tire wear is shown as a health bar or something. I want to do another race, this time with a GT2 car, like one of the ones I'm passing at the moment. Passing the Orecas from 1998. Viper Orecas, lovely color scheme right there. Whoa, someone very slow at the Porsche chicane. I almost hit the... I think that was the LOR brake competition Porsche. Let's see the clock. It's 4 o'clock. I think the race is just about done. Yes, it is. Final lap at the right moment. Right strategy. 46 seconds from P2, looking safe. One last cheeky track limit move. Are we going to break the record at the last lap? Not quite. Needs a faster car for that, but yeah, P1 on the Panos. Love this game, really. And you also have the replay of the race, but we don't need to watch another 30 minutes. Right, so before we move on to the next race, we are going to have a quick look at some of the comments from my fan page and the YouTube channel, of course. And pardon the background noise that you might be hearing. Okay, on my fan page, we only have visitors. Thank you to those who have hit the like button on Facebook. Let's see on YouTube this time. The Broken Vase on YouTube. Nice cars, yeah, definitely. Good times of Le Mans. And he also says Lamborghini Countach, yes. I'm not sure if there's a Lamborghini Countach here in game. I only know we have the likes of the Toyota GT1, the Panos, the Audi R8s early in the days, the McLaren F1s of GTC competition. And more Panos, you have the Viper on the GT2 class and the old Porsche 911s. Did we unlock a car? Oh, hang on. Let me type my name.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Dylan.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Just playing a classic racing game here for the stream tonight. How is your day?
Good. How was yours?
Sleepy because I'm trying to adjust my body clock. I'm going out of town tomorrow for the Vios Autocross Challenge, so wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Is it at the other side of the country or?
Not really. It's just like 80 kilometers north of Manila.
Oh, that's quite far.
Yeah. Philippines is quite big actually. But
Your
because we have
process
an
is good.
expressway, it's not really that far at all. It's like an hour away.
Oh,
Right. So anyway, we are going to do check out the championship mode first. So we have the Rookie GT, Pro GT. This will take a while to complete, but let's see. Rookie GT, basically it's the GT2 class, and this car in particular, the Black Agusta Racing, I didn't know what exactly this car was until when I was already sim racing. This is basically a Corvette C4, but with a different front end. Didn't really look that good on the PlayStation 1 version, but here you can definitely tell that it's a C4 Corvette. I don't know why it's my favorite back then, but right now, this would be the better car. Chrysler Viper GTSR from Chamberlain Engineering. We also have the Porsche from Conrad Motorsport. I think I'm gonna go with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Porsche. And Suzuka East, 5 laps. It's kind of strange. GT race on Suzuka East. Normally that's reserved for road cars. We're not doing the full track. Ah, we didn't get to set up the car. The car setup actually includes the transmission type. It doesn't, the transmission is not on the difficulty settings. Rather, it's in the car setup menu. Strange for a game back in the day. I was wondering why. I was wondering why all of a sudden my car's an automatic transmission. I'll probably be streaming until 8:45 because I have to hit the sack by 9. We have to be at the track tomorrow at around 8:30.
It's early.
Yep, early. But we have to be there, otherwise. Pass on the outside line. This Porsche's not bad. Oh, hello, Marcos. Why are you hitting me? By the way, Marcos I'm referring to is the car. It's a yellow Marcos Mantre. I think it's British. Wow, this game has rubber banding. Some of the cars are behind me already. Final lap coming up. Catching up to the... Whoa, bump draft there. Interesting tactic from two different teams.
You know what they say. Dream work makes the team work. Wait, never mind. It's a another way.
Yeah, but these are two cars from two different teams. One's a Viper, the other one's a Porsche.
Which one is faster on the shits?
I think it was the Viper. Yeah, the Viper's getting me on the straight. Come on, Porsche! No! V2! Just as you asked that question, which was faster on the straight, I said it was. I think it was the Viper, and it definitely was the Viper. Are you watching the stream?
No, I'm just driving.
I see. Good race with the Vipers there. I think the expert difficulty is, starting to take effect. I had a no, yeah, I had a better lap time than the Viper, but the Viper got me at the last minute because I tried. I had no. Where was I supposed to pass at the final corner? I only had the outside line. I should definitely play more of this game on the upcoming LOR Classics. Really love this. I think we're going to go for the championship races. Okay, so we go to the workshop, make use of our own driving style, go straight to the race right away. I think it was a good challenge. Only 5 laps, starting from the back.
Pass the first challenge.
Pretty much, yes. I'm already on the highest difficulty the game has. Gee, imagine how this game would have been with a racing wheel.
Also using a controller.
Right now, yes. This is an old game, so I don't know if there were racing wheels back in the Dreamcast. By the way, you were not yet born when that gaming console was released.
Meme.
You were like minus 10 years old or minus 9 years old.
That's so long ago.
Oh, hello, Viper. I'm on your right. Why am I pressing the X button? That's normally the up-down shift for modern racing games, but I keep on forgetting it's the red B button. Thankfully, the A button is also the upshift button, so yeah. Oh, hello! Chateau competition, or rather Chateau competition, because the car has Chateau stickers on it, but the Labre competition is forcing me on the right side of the track. Can the AI here can be really surprising, and I think I just took him off the. No, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some rubber banding in some of the races. Nico from YouTube. Kamusta? He says. Doing alright. Thank you very much. How are you, bro? Thank you for stopping by YouTube. I'll go back to Racecast after this race. Okay naman ako, bro. Kamusta ka? All is good. Finally, P1. And it was the library competition in P2, so definitely should have the edge over the Benetton Viper that got us in Suzuka earlier.
P1.
Yep,
Nice.
P1. The track had more corners this time, so I was able to like. We also back on Racecast, and we have Hong Sui dropping by, leaving some fire on the stream. Thank you very much, Hong, our good friend from Nitro. And we are in the Catalunya circuit this time, round 3. And we are using the short track. And not only that, the last chicane doesn't exist in 1999.
That's nice.
Yup.
I wish it never existed.
I know, right? In fairness, though, they removed the sausage curb at the first part, but the sausage curb on the second part is still there. If you're looking at the stream right now, you'll see just how fast the last section of Catalunya was. That's a nice fat curve there. Oh, okay. Unusually fatter curves, rumble strips on this track.
Like wider curves or
Yes, wider curves.
maybe because it's an old track.
Yes,
And like,
probably. No, it's an old game, probably. So here we go at the last section where the last chicane didn't exist. I hit the curb. Trying to pass a Marcos up ahead. Ernest Guevara, let's go Luis. Thank you for stopping by our racecast. Alright, gotta keep it smooth for now. Last sector. Look how fast that is. Oh, dangerous curves. Okay, gotta avoid that. Sorry to that Viper. Oh, he's still alive. I thought I took you out of the track. Viper's getting me on the street. Look at that Viper power. Plenty of grunt from that V8 engine Viper. have held the lead if we didn't outbreak ourselves. Oh, those yellow cars look like PBR Speed 6s. Ernest, no, those are Marcos Mantras, not TVRs. Mantra, no, it's a Marcos Mantri, not Mantra. It's one of those cars that only had like one version of it, or rather, how should I say it? It's one of those manufacturers that only had like one or two versions of the car, only had one or two cars. Manufacturers like Marcos, Gillette, whatever is pronounced. You also have Mosler with their MT900. Okay, apparently I'm over revving the car the entire time. Well, that race was straightforward. He won again.
Boys.
Oh, Marcos Cars, Ernest Guevara says. Well, I haven't heard much about it though. Now you mentioned they only had a few cars in production, so that figures why I haven't heard of them. Yep, it's like only one or two makes and then that was it. Probably want to go straight to the challenge we were talking about earlier. Like, we're going to do another Le Mans race. Yep, we just finished the Rookie GT and we unlocked the Chrysler Viper GTSR and the Orica as well. Let's see if we could use them on Le Mans mode. Let's see. We don't have a new GT car yet, but we can definitely see the Viper that we unlocked earlier. And for some reason, this Orica has faster acceleration. Okay, so I'm thinking we are going to join the 24 hours of Le Mans with what car's the slowest? The GT cars really didn't matter much. Probably going for this, the Agusta Racing Corvette, and probably just go for a 10-minute race this time. Let's see how quickly we could move up the pack in a limited time. Because 30 minutes, it will be 9 o'clock by then. Forget it. Let's just do 30 minutes or varied weather. Yeah, 10 minutes for more of a challenge. And race. So we are in a GT2 car this time at Le Mans. It'll only be a 10-minute race. and we are in one of the slowest teams back then. Ernest Guevara says, Vector is another manufacturer that made a few cars, then they just vanished. Yep, that's one of the cars in Gran Turismo 2 and Sports Car GT as well. They made the Vector M12. And it was specifically made for IMSA, if I'm not mistaken. Specifically made for racing. And then that was about it. So, we are in a GT2 car this time around. Let's see if we could... Well, the GT2 class should be no problem. The challenge is how far up the grid we can go overall. Because we have the prototype class and the GT1 class. The GT1 being currently the hypercar class in modern day. And I forgot to set the downforce, but never mind. The ZT2 car is capable of around 300 kilometers an hour. We just stopped in at 186 miles an hour. Catching up to the Orica Vipers quickly. Okay, so we are the class leader now. Let's see if we could catch up to the prototypes. Sector time, please. It's not showing yet. GT2 cars are definitely heavier compared to the GT1 car we drove earlier. The Panos 5.5 seconds to P15, which is a prototype car. We'll take note of that. can see headlights from here, or rather tail lights. Three 3.4, yep, definitely catching up to the prototypes now. Can we make a P10? No, that's not a prototype. That's a GT1 car. It's an R390 GT1 up ahead. And it's not the Works team, it's the Jomo team. Oh, now that Nissan suddenly has the power. Not sure if that's the power or the rubber banding. Okay, so now we are struggling to catch up with the next car ahead. Yep, that car up ahead is pulling away on raw power. So probably P15 overall, but definitely getting the class win in this case. But for some reason, the cars are terribly slow in this section.
Which?
The prototypes up ahead, and I'm on a GT2 car. Okay, I can feel the tires now. Final lap. P14 overall, but we bagged the class victory. Right, so that will be it for tonight's stream. I would definitely love to play more of this game in the future. Probably going to do more of the championship mode and then do more Le Mans modes as we unlock more cars because you can see how little cars we had earlier. We didn't have much. We want the Toyota and one of the newer Audis, but yeah, that will be it for tonight. I have to hit the sack soon, and I'll see you guys again next week for probably another one of these LOR Classics on Test Drive Le Mans for the Dreamcast. Until then, have a happy weekend and hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye for now. Happy long weekend for my as well. Happy long weekend to those who are in Quezon City at the moment because tomorrow is a holiday. But for the rest of Philippines, I do not know. So, yeah, have a happy weekend up ahead. I won't be streaming tomorrow because I'll be out of town. So I'll see you guys until then. Bye bye. Good night.